Okay, welcome back, and this is the last lecture on trigonometry, and in this lecture I am going to talk about the sine law and the cosine law for a specific triangle. And this triangle is not limited to whether it's an acute triangle or an obtuse triangle or a right angle triangle, but for the calculations I will only use the acute triangle. I will not prove the sine angle, the sine theorem or the sine law or the cosine theorem or the cosine law here. I will only introduce the law to you, and then I will work out one or two sums with you and finish up the things over. So the sine law, or sine formula or something that you call, says that if you take a triangle like this, and this is even common to the cosine law, if this is the angle A, and this is the angle B, and this is the angle C, right? Alright, so this is the angle A. So the side that is opposite to this angle A is called symbol A. Side that is opposite to angle B is called symbol B. And side that is opposite to angle C is called symbol C. So there is also called the common notation, and this is common to both the sine law and the cosine law. And the sine law says if a triangle like this is placed, sine A, the sine value of the angle A divided by A, the sine value of angle A divided by the side that is just facing A is equal to sine B, sine value of angle B divided by the side that is facing the angle B, or side that is opposite to B is equal to sine C by C. And some books write this as K, as where K is not equal to 0, but that is not actually necessary, but you can take it. It is not equal to K, and K is not equal to 0. So this is the sine law for a triangle, and the cosine law says for the same triangle ABC, I'll take it like that. This is A, this is B, and this is C, right? This is the cosine law. So if this is A, this should be A from the notation, and this is B, this should be B, and this is C, this should be C, right? So the cosine law says cos A, this is the cosine law, and we take the cos value of A is equal to the sum of the squares of the two adjacent sides that makes A, that is B square plus C square. The sum of the squares that make A, sum of the squares of the sides that make A, minus the side that is facing A, the square of the side, the length of the square of the side that is facing A, divided by 2 times the multiplication of the lengths of the sides of the sides that make it. So that is 2 times B times C. Alright, cos A equals B square plus C square minus A square divided by 2BC. So we can write cos B similarly, cos B. So this is for a single angle, cos B is equal to sum of the squares of the lengths of the squares of the sides that make B are A square plus C square minus the square of the length of the side that is opposite to B, or that is facing B, is B square minus 2 times the lengths, the product of the lengths of the sides that make B, 2 times A times C. Similarly, cos C can be written as A square plus B square minus C square divided by 2AB. So you can understand when cos A is here, minus a square is here, and the other two terms b and c are squared and they add up, and 2 times those two that are not the value of a. So if cos b is taken, you take the negative square, negative, not the negative square, you subtract the square of b. If you take cos c, you subtract the square of c. So that's easy to understand and easy to memorize. So these called the sine law and the cosine law. Now I'll take some examples to explain about the sine law and the cosine law. So take a simple triangle like this. In which this angle is, I'll take 60 degrees. Alright, so this angle is, will take 45 degrees, and if the length of this side is 5, what's the length of this side? X. Length of this side x. So you know that the sum of the internal angles of a triangle add up to 180. So this is 60 and this is 45, so that is 105. So this should be equal to 180 minus 105, so that is equal to 75. 180 minus 105. So by the sine law, you can put the sine law to find this one, because you know only one side and one angle. One side is, you know the side that is opposite to this one or facing this one, and you know the angle that is no, you know the side, both the side and the angle in this sector, and you know only the angle in this sector, and you want to find x. So we can't put the cosine law because we don't know the length of this side. So we can only put sine law. We can find x through the sine law. So from the sine law, we can say sine 60 by 5 is equal to sine 75 by x. So x is equal to 5 times sine 75 divided by sine 60. So you know the value of sine 60 directly, but you don't know the value of sine 75. But in the lectures I have taught you about, you can find the value of sine 75 from sum to product formulas. So not the sum to product, the angle, addition of angles and the subtraction of angles. So this is the formula that we use here. X equals 5 times sine 75 divided by sine 60. Alright, so you don't know the value of sine 75 here. So you have to find sine 75. Right. And then you can find x. So that's one application of the sine law. Similarly, if you have two sides and an angle, three sides and an angle, say if you had theta, a triangle like this, something between 3, 5, this is 3 and this is 4. I will take this as 5, 8 and 4. You can, if you want an angle of theta, you can find it through the cosine law. So that's one application of sine law and cosine law, and this is the end of trigonometric functions. And see you soon on the next topic of math. Thank you for watching this video, and see you soon.